All right, so you just in time for another eBay unboxing. And lately I've been getting into what I call smalls. And smalls are smaller antiques. They're easier to display. And I don't know, I just find them really, really neat. So I saw this on eBay with a buy it now. And I had to have it. I think I paid like $35 for it. A little more than what I wanted to pay for it. But these are actually worth more than what I paid. And oh, I got a nice little business card. Very cool. And let's check it out. Oh, wow. This is actually much smaller than I expected it to be. Okay, I expected it to be bigger, even though the seller did put some kind of dimension in there, but only one side of the box. And all right, let's check what this is out, and I'll explain it to you. Okay, so as you can see, it is very small compared to like some of the compacts that I have in my collection. And so what this is actually, and I'm probably going to pronounce it wrong because I pronounce everything that is French incorrectly, but probably a Palais Royale souvenir shell, almost like a, again, oh God, here we go with another French word, etui. It's spelled Etui. How do you pronounce that? But something that was actually a little type of tiny little case that would have held like a thimble or some kind of sewing necessities, rosaries even. And so Palais Royal was a big palace in France. I believe that like some like ruling rulers, kings, noble people created this big fancy, palace. And at the time of probably, well, it went on for many years before that, but most popularly during like the 1850s, 1860s, all the way through the early like 20th century, people would go on tours of Europe. And so actually Palais Royale collectibles were actually little trinkets that people used to bring back from France from a place called the Palais Royal, which had a bunch of bazaars and shops lining the streets. And it was actually for well-heeled tourists to go inside and purchase an item to bring back as almost a souvenir or reminder of their exposition to Europe. And this is Mother of Pearl. It is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful little box. And again, I thought it was going to be bigger. Now, for $35, I did not do bad. Now, in Europe, for some reason, these actually sell for less money than in America. Americans like this and will pay more for these type of pieces. Now, it has a little thumb piece, fancy little thumb piece right here, and this box should open up. Now, I did do something. Me and my little preparations, whenever I buy something on eBay, if it needs restoration from, what I could tell from the photos, or it's missing a piece or this and that, I always create something before it arrives to have it all ready. And I am a dunce. Okay, so I thought this was going to be much bigger, and it turns out it's teeny tiny. So I made a little sewing kit that would fit inside the box with antique needles, and I made it look old and tattered, and I made it out of I think it's called a moire fabric. And yeah, so I have like a little antique bone button, an antique bovine needle, another antique bovine needle, some pins, a little thing with a like a bone piece with thread on it. And now that I look at it, it's way too big to fit in the box. Okay, so I took the bovine needles out of the little makeshift little pin cushion I made, and hopefully I can jam this in like this into here, which I highly doubt. Let's see. So my guess is this was probably a thimble case. And again, Palais Royale, circa 1850s to about the 1880s. And this is just really beautiful. Look at that. And it's in like mint condition. All right, so let's open it up. Let's look at what these things look like inside. So there you go. You open it up, you have this beautiful mother of pearl cap. And then when you look inside, it's a ground out mother of pearl. Really, really, really pretty. All right, let's see if we can get this little makeshift pin cushion that I made for it inside. And can we? Let's see. And guess what? I was able to shove it in. And there we go. So now it's exactly the way it probably would have been over 100 and, oh my God, I suck at math, at least 120, 130 years ago. So look at that. Wow, that is so cool. And so again, it probably held a thimble. But I've seen these little cases holding these little pin cushions inside of them. Now I'm going to show you some other mother of pearl antique Palais Royale type of collectibles that you may find, and you definitely won't find something like this in a thrift shop. If that ever happens, you should be playing the lottery. So again, I'm proud of my terrible amateur showing. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Sewing job. I think I did pretty darn good for somebody that can barely sew on a button. And now when you look inside of this, you could see like what something like this would have once came with. And I think that looks really great with the little sewing necessities that I put inside of there. That's quite cool. All right, so let's go check out some Palais Royale Mother of Pearl collectibles right now, and all the different kinds that they made for tourists back in the 1800s. Okay, so here is the Palais Royal today. I can only imagine how much more beautiful it was during the time of the Grand Tour when everyone used to take a trip of Europe. And wow, look at those columns. Look at that. That is pretty cool. And they had little shops alongside, and here's underneath the arches, the little shops. And that's where people would buy these beautiful little souvenirs. It has a beautiful garden for people to walk, and especially back then, well-heeled tourists wearing the finest clothes used to walk the promenade. And wow, look at that. That is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Okay, so here's some Palais Royale antiques, and you can see some of the prices if they show up in the pictures. We have, look at this goat carriage with mother of pearl, and it wasn't always mother of pearl. Sometimes they used opaline glass. They used all sorts of things. There's opaline glass in mother of pearl, really beautiful. Wow, look at that one. It held perfume bottles. This one is similar to mine. It held little sewing necessities in it, and you can see that right there. I tried to replicate that. And wow, 550 euros or sterling. Yeah, this one, another $521. Here's another dish on a stand, really beautiful. Here's a box made out of mother of pearl from that time frame of the Grand Tour. Wow, just wow. Here's and I think this is an inkwell. Yep, an inkwell set. Really gorgeous. And these things go for sky high. They sell for a lot of money. The more elaborate, the more money they're worth. It's just outrageous. Here's a goat carriage with the mother of pearl shell like mine attached to it, and it's pulling a little chariot. And that is just really exquisite. I think it was being sold for like $800 or $900. And it said sold next to it. Here's another thing that held, I think, bottles that had a coin attached to it. The little shells opens and shut on the object. Really, really elaborate and unique, and being sold again for anywhere between $400 to $900. These things sell for big bucks. Here's another shell box on a gold ormolu stand with marble. Really, really quite beautiful and quite old. 1860s to about 1890s. Here's some eBay listings. This one is a real bargain, only 165 bucks. And this is probably from the 1870s. Really outrageous. That's a good deal. If I had 165 bucks, I'd buy it. Here's a Palais Royale Mother of Pearl trinket box, only 225 bucks. That is a deal also, but it's teeny tiny. Here's another set with perfume bottles, 700 bucks. It's a scent caddy. And wow, just absolutely wow. And that would close, the shell would close shut and protect your perfume bottles made out of glass. Here's another similar type of thing, 599 Great Britain pounds, which is like 700 and something dollars US. Really outrageous. From about the 1850s to 1870s. So I hope you liked my video. Thanks for watching.